Hi everyone, it's Krafty Gamma here, and I wanted to show you what I did and how I made this spine that I put on my ephemera book. So far, I just have one page completed, and these are pockets, and this was used with book covers. They're clear plastic, and I was able to find a whole pack of them at a thrift store, and I think I paid like $4 for the whole pack, which was awesome. Anyway, this is the ephemera book that Gayle Agostinelli or Extini, she's the one. I copied her, but I also made this in a different situation. I used elastic, like a traveler's notebook, and I thought that would work out real better for me because then I could either add more or take out some and don't have to unstitch everything. So, but this is how I'm going to show you how I made the spine, which I really love this idea. This really puts a different take on how you would put a spine on your books. So what I did was I bought some canvas fabric. Uh, they usually come about 45 inches wide or 54 inches wide. So I've already cut some off of this, but this is actually, I think this is 3 inches wide, I guess. Uh, oh, it's almost 4 inches. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I stamped. Now, the back of my slice glass is this foam, and it's great to stamp on because it has a little bit of a give. And you can get that foam that you can buy by, the piece. Glue a couple of those together, and you've got a nice foam pad to use. But anyway, I'm going to use StazOn in the brown this time and not the black, and show you how I accomplished doing some of these. I don't like to use huge stamps, so I'm going to use just small and that sort of thing, okay? So bear with me, but the thing you've got to do for sure is load that stamp up with ink, because you're not just going to be press and leave. You're going to sit there a few seconds to let it absorb into the fabric. So I'm going to put it there and press down. So what I'm doing is just holding it on there to make sure the ink all absorbs into the fabric, because it's not like paper. You're stamping on the outside of the paper. You're going into the fabric actually. So I hold it there for a few minutes. Well, no, not a few minutes, couple of minutes. And then when you release, just lift straight up, and see, that made a nice impression. So let's continue on and see what else. Oh, I like this lion. These are ones that I've had, and I pulled them off of the packaging, and I keep them in here because I like to use them a lot. So um, I love this lion. I don't know if you can see it at all, but it's really a cool thing. Oh, I got it upside down, don't I? So anyway, let's get him all inked up, and don't see too much ink on this one. Come on, get some ink on there. I want you to look real pretty on this. You're getting there. Yeah. Sometimes these acrylics don't really absorb as well as the other stamps. So I'm going to put it up here right in the middle. Maybe I'll catawonker it a little bit. Okay, press down and adhere a couple of seconds or a little bit more time than normal. And we'll see what that is going to look like. So I just want to make sure it's stamped real good. So I do hold some pressure on it. I could stand up, but this is good because of this soft rubber surface. It should have a give to it, and that way it'll really soak into the fabric. Okay, one more. Sometimes it sticks too. Well, the brown's not looking as good as the black did. I don't know why. Anyway, I'll still go with it. I do have some other stamps that I do like to use, but I will put some black on here so you can see how that looks. But let me try one more stamp. This is a fleur-de-lis. And I have a lot of those because to me it represents French, and that's my nationality. I am French. So Let me do this one right here. And let's see if that will come out better. Could be my stamp thing is getting a little dry. And I don't know if I have re-inking for the brown. I know I have it for the black. Let's see if this is good. Is that good? One more. Oh yeah. Now that one came out a lot better. Yeah, that one's pretty. See how these are all coming out? And you just keep stamping with stamps that you like. And I have some more here and gotta wash those off. And they're on the blocks. Sometimes I think the wooden stamps work better. So let's try this one. This is the Eiffel Tower. And as you can see, I've been using the black on this one. So let's try this one and see how this one will come out. And I think I'm going to have to do this one up to the top here. So right there, it'll be right in the middle, because I do want a little bit of fringe to go on the outside of a book. So that's why I fray the edges. So this will be just down the spine. Hopefully it'll be wide enough to go on a book. But I'm just going to let that sit a second or more, just that I know that I'm pushing down very hard on there. And lift. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's beauty. You see it? That's nice. Okay, so we got more to go. And let's see. Here's mushrooms are so cute. I love mushrooms. But I think I'll do this little flourish. This little flourish here. This is kind of pretty. I like this one. So get this one inked up. This one's very fine, so it's not going to show very well. At least if I can get a lot of ink on it. I've had this one a long time. What is the year on this? Oh, it doesn't say. I think it came in a set because it says 1 of 2. That doesn't make any difference. Okay, I'm going to go right down the middle because I've got some smaller ones that I can put right alongside it. So pushing down as hard as I can. And some of these hardened rubber stamps are best to use for stamping on fabric, at least I find, because the acrylic ones cannot get that impression as fine as some of these are. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? It's really sweet. It's just a little sweet swirl. Where look at the lion. He didn't do as well, but the Eiffel did. I love that. So all you have to do is just keep going with these, and you can end up with putting on a very nice spine. You glue it down with, I used the fabric tack, and you just put that down. And of course I did the elastic closure inside. It's just tied in, but that's all I have. And then this, see the fringing on the edges? I kind of left it like that. I glued it down some, but I like the fringe. I think it looks, with wear and tear, well, with wear, it's going to kind of look a lot more antique-y, which I love. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you, and hopefully you can start making some of your own special spines. And I've only found using canvas because it's the stronger fabric and to use it, and then just fraying it is the easiest part. You just pull on a thread that's here and it just comes out. So you just get nice fraying, and then you can do fray check on the edge so it won't continue to fray, which is a good thing to do too. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you for a brief time, and hopefully you can try this out and make your own spines that you've stamped on your special stamps. Thanks for stopping by, and take care, and have a great day.